Now on CoastTV News.
The Harbor Inn Bar donating thousands of dollars in a fun and creative way. How you can contribute. Speed reduction, new numbers to be aware of if you're driving Route 24. Hundreds of homes, how the latest proposed Milton subdivision would take away trees and add cars.
And we're seeing limited visibility due to dense fog across the peninsula, and that coupled with sub-freezing temperatures making for slick roads tonight and a blast of cold weather early next week. Details coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Dollar bills everywhere you look, some on the walls, most on the ceiling, all for a good cause. Good evening, I'm Emma Aiken. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We begin tonight with the oldest bar in Ocean City making big donations to a pair of deserving charities. The Harbor Inn Bar first opened way back in the 1930s, and after a recent fire left the place burned and damaged, they took that sour moment and turned it into something positive. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us how they used a unique trend to give back to the community.
Write your name, take a pin, and stick it to the ceiling. That's what thousands of people did over the last 2 years here at the Harbor Inn Bar, known as the oldest bar in Ocean City.
That was really awesome to participate with and be a part of.
According to the fourth generation family member and bartender Charles Lockard, the $7,011 that have been hanging all over the place have now been taken down and will be split between two charities.
And we're happy to be who we are at the Harbor and to be able to participate on such a wonderful cause like this.
The ceiling money trend began after a fire in December of 2021. A fire that destroyed hundreds of photos and memories and inspired customers to start the new tradition. And those bills stacked up fast.
It became overwhelming and to a point where there was really not much more room. It became the walls, and we just didn't want to be that other bar.
So Lockard and his team took down the first batch of cash, a total of $2,700, and donated it to two local groups.
OC Town Cats and Gavin Up Foundation got the first donation from this round.
But the dollars and the donations didn't stop there. Now, after 2 full years, the next collection will be split between the Worcester County Humane Society and St. Jude's Children's Foundation. Manager Rhonda Booth says the credit belongs to the customers who kept the tradition going.
It makes me feel good that they care enough about us and about these organizations to put their money up there. It may only be $1, $1 ain't much, but you put them all together and it's a lot.
According to Lockard, the Harbor Bar Inn plans to pin more money on the ceiling all over again, and plans to donate to a national charity as well as a local charity. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
We're now taking a live look into Dover. Our first alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now. Good evening, Bob.
Good evening, Emma. It is getting pretty foggy out there this evening across Del Mar, but down to a quarter mile in fog in Salisbury. We're seeing that thick fog making its way into southwest Sussex County and the eastern shore as well. And on top of that, we've got temperatures below freezing. So we have a freezing fog advisory for Dorchester County, but really all the area, well, we could be seeing slick roads as we go through the overnight into tomorrow morning. You can see we're already well below freezing inland areas with temperatures above freezing at the coast. You really want to exercise caution on the roadways and bridge decks. They could get slick. Now we're looking at calm conditions. The skies have cleared out, and with the moisture hanging around from yesterday's snow and rain, that is conducive for the fog we're seeing as we're looking at the clear skies through the overnight hours. So we'll continue to see the clear skies with those areas of dense fog and temperatures below freezing into the morning hours. You can see the evening planner showing us below freezing, and then we're finally above that mid-morning tomorrow. More on the fog and the cold blast early next week coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Bob. Drivers along Route 24 may notice something different this week. New signs lowering the speed limit from 45 miles per hour to 35 miles per hour are now in effect. The new limit stretches from Lewis and Mumford Roads down to Delaware Avenue. DelDOT approved the change after a traffic engineering study and a request from the Millsboro Police Department, who said the previous 45 to 50 mile per hour zones created safety issues. In Milton, this is where a 385-home development called Cary Farm would go, east of Shingle Point Road and southwest of Harbison Road. This week, state and local agencies met to talk infrastructure, public safety, and environmental considerations for Cary Farm. The subdivision would include a mix of single-family homes as well as townhouses or duplexes, all planned as market-rate ownership units. No units designated as affordable are in the plan right now. According to the preliminary land use service application, the project would generate more than 3,000 average daily car trips. Plans also call for more than 58 of 116 acres of forest land to be removed to make way for housing and roadways. For more on the proposed Cary Farm development, including what people in the area think, you can head to CoastTV.com. This land on your screen will be the future site of the second Rehoboth Beach Library location. Officials with the library say over 5 acres of land was purchased off Warrington Road, totaling at around $5 million. The Board of Trustees for the library says this resource was needed in the area because of the rapid growth west of Coastal Highway.
It feels great. I grew up here, so I'm what they call native. So I've watched this growth, and I think it's important to serve everybody. So that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Wheatley expects to know a final cost of construction once plans and designs are finalized early next year. Earlier today in Salisbury, residents at Holly Center, a facility for individuals with physical and mental disabilities, got a special start to the holiday season. Purdue drivers and volunteers returned for the 40th year of Operation Teddy Bear. It's a tradition that always brings big smiles and even bigger trucks. The town of Ocean City hosted their annual Christmas parade today. The Pocomoke High School Marching Warrior Band performed in the parade, and there was even a float with someone dressed as Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. The southbound lanes of Coastal Highway were closed for Worcester County to sit curbside and enjoy the holiday festivities. In Lewis, Candy Cane Lane takes place Sunday from 10 to 3 at Frederick Thomas Middle School. Over 80 local artists and small businesses will be there. With a $2 entry fee, proceeds help families in need in the Cape School District this holiday season. Coming up this week in Sunday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Houston Texans in Week 14 of the regular season. You can watch that game right here on Coast TV, and then stay tuned after the game for Coast TV News. And we are just getting started here on Coast TV News at 11. Coming up later, Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Sunday marks 84 years since the tragic attack on the U.S. Naval Base.
Much of Delmarva is seeing the dense fog this evening. Not so in the Dry Tech Camp 35 in Ocean City. Your visibility is good as you head towards the freezing mark. I'll have more on the fog. A chilly Sunday and then another blast of winter early next week in my full forecast a little bit later on.
But first, from rental rules to first flurries of the season, there was a lot of news this week here on Delmarva. We have a recap of the week when we're back in just 60 seconds. From holiday lights and marching bands to a new library site and plans, there was a lot going on this week here on the coast. Charlie Sakaitis has a look at our week in review.
Monday, Delmarva pushed into December with the Rehoboth Beach Christmas Parade. First responders sounded alarms with local marching bands filling the night and plenty of holiday cheer. Tuesday, after hours of discussion, Ocean City extended the moratorium on short-term rental licenses in some areas by a 4-2 vote. It'll now run through January 3rd, 2027, blocking any new rental licenses in residential neighborhoods and mobile home communities. Wednesday, a new site for the soon-to-be-built second Rehoboth Beach Library location. 5 acres of land purchased off Warrington Road, totaling around $5 million. Thursday, Easton is looking at modernizing its downtown parking system, moving to replace old meters and kiosks with a new QR code system. Some businesses say the current setup can be confusing for visitors and that a digital system may be easier for everyone. And Friday, the first snowfall of the season hit us here along the coast, along with dangerously cold temperatures. Jack Frost now stamping Delmarva with a little touch of winter. For your weekend review, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
Coming up next, Bob Trihey is in the Coast TV First Alert Weather Center tracking foggy weather tonight, a chilly end to the weekend, then a very cold start to the week. He has your full forecast after this.
For pretty much all of our Saturday, we were sucked in with the clouds, and we had a few peaks of sun. We're cleared out this evening, and with the available moisture hanging around, look at all the fog out there. Spicer Brothers cam right now, 29 in Salisbury, and with the fog and sub-freezing temperatures, we're concerned about slick roads and bridge decks tonight as temperatures continue to fall below freezing, and it's going to continue to be foggy. A quarter mile in fog in Salisbury, half mile in Easton, 1 mile in Cambridge. Not as bad at the beaches. So farther inland you go, the worse the fog is. And we do have a freezing fog advisory for Dorchester County, including Vienna and Cambridge. But I think really all the areas should be on guard for slick roads because we have temperatures below freezing and all that moisture in the air that will stick to roads and bridge decks. 34 in Rehoboth, 33 in Bethany Beach, so above freezing there, but everybody else into the 20s to around 30 degrees as the winds are calm, and we have cleared the skies out from the clouds earlier on. So with the clear skies and once again a lot of moisture hanging around from yesterday's rain and snow, everything is falling into place for that fog. As the skies are still pretty clear back to the west, we will see an increase in some clouds through the overnight. Then I'm watching this frontal system across the Midwest, a clipper-like system with snow and rain. We're not going to see any precipitation, but a lot of cold air behind that front will be pouring in into early next week. So watch for the fog tonight. Some of that will be dense as we're looking at least low 30s. I think some 20s inland areas. Then we're getting into more clouds as we go through the day and temperatures into the low to mid 40s. Then we're going to see a cold front sliding through tomorrow night. Temperatures start to fall and the winds really pick up by Monday morning. It's going to be near freezing and a very cold wind and very low wind chills and a cold Monday on the way with temperatures really only into the 30s all day as we have an early week cold blast. Temperatures 15 to 20 degrees below average, highs in the 30s, lows in the 20s, wind chills in the teens and 20s. So you're really going to want to bundle up because we're looking at temperatures below average. In fact, Monday and Saturday highs of 35. That's the high. That's the average low this time of year. It's going to be very cold as we're seeing those feels like temperatures Monday in the 20s. And then it gets really cold by Tuesday morning. Feels like temperatures into the teens and still very cold in the afternoon and much below normal temperatures the 14th through the 20th as we're looking at another blast of cold weather next weekend. And then the next system on Friday could bring some rain showers. Right now, models have been back and forth with this system. We'll watch it. 27 tonight, foggy and cold, 44 tomorrow. Paul, they have a 7-day forecast, only 35 Monday, back to 50 Wednesday, colder by the end of the week with some showers Friday and then cold and dry to start the weekend.
Sunday is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. On December 7th, 1941, 2,400 service members and civilians lost their lives in the 2-hour raid by Japanese forces on the U.S. naval base in Hawaii. The sneak attack shook America's confidence and pulled the country into World War II. Congress designated December 7th as National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day in 1994, and this Sunday marks 84 years since the attack on Pearl Harbor. We are so grateful for this time of year and collecting donations for Bless Our Children that ensure all children get a gift on Christmas morning through nonprofits here on Delmarva. Here's a look at some of the people making that happen.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you to the businesses, groups, and individuals who have stepped up to the Shell Brothers Challenge of donating at least $1,000 to the Bless Our Children campaign.
We'd like to recognize those friends now by reading the Shell Brothers honor roll in order of amount given in increments of $1,000.
In loving memory of Stacy Dorsch, Atlantic Community Thrift Shop,
Boggs Dish Sharoon Post number 123,
Ocean City Elks Lodge number 2645,
Clark & Sons Garage Doors, James Maloney,
Eastern Shore Corvette Club Incorporated,
Cape Henlopen Elks 2540,
Seaboard Billboard Boat.
In memory of Carolyn Lehman Johnson,
Right Locations, Inc.,
Pat Littleton and Steve Rosenberry,
Edward Jones Office of Melinda Tingle,
Sons and Daughters of Italy of Ocean City Lodge number 2474,
Tony Tank Tribe number 149, Midway Par 3,
Inspiration Health Services LLC, Sugar and Gas Home and Comfort Products,
Donna Sackett and John Parker,
Apgar Turf Farm Inc.,
Chesapeake Urology, Doctors Mark Edney, Mark Shimko, Alyssa Gracely, and Jason Smith.
CJ's Beach Base.
In honor of Bill Hickman, Peninsula Imaging LLC.
Painting in America Made Great Again, Earl Johnson Painting.
In memory of Jean G. and John D. Henry.
Mr. and Mrs. R. Dean Goldsboro.
Evergreen Lodge number 153.
Janosic Family Charitable Foundation Fund.
Emery's General Service of Millsboro.
Willard's Lions Club. Sean Knoll Ways Limitless Worldwide.
Wheels That Heal Car Club.
Chesapeake Waste Industries.
Wycomico Lodge number 91 AF and AM.
Rotary International Lewis Rehoboth Beach Rotary Club.
Preston Growmark FS.
Pocomoke Elks Lodge number 1624.
American Legion Cinnapunxet Post number 166.
Fillmore Day Real Estate Services LLC.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control.
Delaware Improved Order of Red Men and Degree of Pocahontas.
Idlewild Brewerton Club.
Hawker's Supermarkets.
DJVO Entertainment.
Murray's Residential Service, Dennis and Barbara Murray.
Allen Corman and Son, Inc.
Antique Alley of Bridgeville in memory of Ron Hatfield.
Eastern Shore Auctions by Willie Benton.
ASAP Pumping and ASAP Total Disposal.
Absolute PDR, Dwayne and Brandy Geis.
David and Luis.
Tylerton Church, Inc. Contractors for a Cause.
Queen City Elks Lodge number 1051.
AccuTrench Contracting LLC.
IV Solutions.
Terra Firma of Delmarva Paving.
Crowley Associates Realty, Inc.
ABC Refrigeration, Inc. of Bishopville, Maryland.
BYOC Build Your Own Cookie, Chincoteague and West OC.
Corrado Construction Company.
The Caronville Foundation.
Tops Cutoff DJ Services and Recording Studio.
Redmond of Delaware Orphans Board.
HVAC Services Unlimited, Inc.
Shore Fund Tractor Pullers.
Eastern Shore Region Antique Automobile Car Club. Harry and Jenny Davis.
Collins Wharf Sod.
Brittany McKinley, in loving memory of Ava Lee Quinn, Jim and Nancy McKinley.
Missionary Baptist Church.
Selbyville Elks Lodge, number 2173.
King Crop Insurance in memory of Bonnie King.
Sons of the American Legion, number 123. Richard Jordan, in memory of Maurice and Pearl Jordan.
Liberty Concrete and Home Enhancements LLC.
Chris Contracting, Inc.
Dagsboro Paint and Wallpaper.
In memory of Cecily Witt.
Dance Conservatory and Ballet Theater of Dover.
O.T. Beauchamp Jr. American Legion Post 94.
Lewis Rehoboth Moose Lodge 646.
Hastings Marine Construction.
June and John Lewis Jr.
Paula Kelly of Elite Lending Services LLC. Don and Stephanie McIntaffer.
Delmarva Art and Wool Expo.
Towers Concrete Products, Inc.
G.R. Campbell Construction.
Allen Lions Club.
Zion Church of Salisbury Women of Faith.
Coastline Sunrooms and Awnings.
The Riverside Grill.
Pools, Pavers, and more.
Harborside Bar and Grill.
Bob Willie and Sons, Inc.
Hickman Beach Plaza.
Preston R. Smith, Plumbing and Heating.
Rich and Karen Gollin.
American Legion Nanacoke Squadron number 6.
Historical Vintage Car Club of Delaware Incorporated.
B&R Auto Parts, Inc.
Joan W. Jenkins Foundation Incorporated.
Jolly Roger Amusement Parks.
Mike Singleton and Sons Pest Control Company.
Mount Zion Holiness Church, Inc.
Paul Morin's Floor and Wall Design.
R.D. Greer and Sons Co.
Shore United Bank. Michael Kaviachin, Realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty.
Holly Lake Campsites and Holly Lake Grill.
Paradise Plumbing Incorporated.
Daisy's Well Drain.
Coastal Towing and Auto Repair Lewis.
Murray Sod Farm.
Monell and Sons Trucking Incorporated.
We appreciate all of you stepping up to the Shell Brothers Challenge as a part of our Bless Our Children campaign.
If you'd like to help, send your carton donation to Bless Our Children in care of WBOC at 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland 21801, or you can donate on our website, blessourchildren.org.
Thank you for helping make this season merrier for children on Delmarva.
Happy holidays.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
The holiday season is here, and so is the return of our holiday house. Check out this beautiful Christmas tree. Very decorated there. It's from Carol and Dennis Hartline in Millville. Thank you again for showing us your home. And we want to see how you're decking the halls all season long. Send us your photos and videos by going to coasttv.com/holidayhouse, and we might show them on TV. Unpacking holiday decorations and setting up a Christmas tree can be fun and festive, but if you're feeling like you do during spring and fall allergy season, there's a reason why. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains why you may be allergic to the holidays.
From dusty decor to your Christmas tree, if the holidays have you sneezing, you're not alone.
A lot of people have the predominant symptoms in the spring and summer and fall, but there are some people that continue to have symptoms or maybe even have worsened symptoms when they start to get that tree out.
Dr. Chris Brooks with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says if your allergies are acting up around live Christmas trees, it's not from pollen.
When trees are cut down, brought to the house, and our indoor environment, which can be warmer and more humid than the outdoor environment, there can be molds that can grow.
As for artificial trees that have been stored, Brooks says those can not only expose you to mold, but also to dust mites, pet dander, and critter droppings, which can bother the noses and lungs of even folks who aren't allergic.
If you're allergic to mold, maybe not doing a live tree. Symptoms that patients get with non-live trees might be a little bit easier to prevent, because if you're able to clean off all that dust off that tree, that might help prevent symptoms.
When unpacking holiday decor, if the boxes look dusty, Brooks says having a mask on can prevent irritants from getting in your nose. He says properly storing that holiday decor can also help prevent future problems.
Mold thrives in more humid environments, so making sure there's not moisture getting into wherever it's being stored.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Be careful out there if you're hitting the roads tonight or tomorrow morning. We're looking at areas of dense fog right now, and with temperatures below freezing through the overnight into the morning hours, roads will be slick. Some of those bridge decks as well. We're finally above freezing mid-morning tomorrow. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone for your latest forecast, sponsored by Brockstead, Mandalis, Federico. Your Paul Davis 10-day forecast is a cold one. Monday 35, feeling much colder with the wind, down to 20 Tuesday morning, only 40 Tuesday. Wednesday is the quote-unquote warm day, 50 degrees, and then colder for the end of the week. Some rain showers Friday, and then it gets really cold as we go into next weekend and then the following week, with temperatures in the low to mid 30s and overnight lows into the teens and 20s. So pretty cold, Emma, but you're from upstate New York, so this is like a walk in the park for you, isn't it?
Rochester knows winter.
Knows winter.
Snow. But it's just another thing that makes Delaware so awesome.
That's right.
A little bit milder conditions.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Saturday Night Live starts right now. Have a great night.